into the punching range and just close your eyes and throw. It seems like. Yo, John Fitch here. More technique for you. This next set of techniques is coming from my seminar that I did in San Diego at the arena. This first lesson focuses on footwork. In this video, you get to see me explaining the drill and working with the athletes as they try to get the movement correct. One of the basic principles of FitchSMASH is to always be fight ready. That means no shutting off, no turning down, no relaxing. That means your rest, while you're on your feet, you're still moving. You want to make sure you're as close to contacting the ground as possible throughout the movements. Here you go, check it out. So we'll start from our feet. And when we're talking about self-defense or fighting, the footwork is the most important thing, right? Because you need to control that distance between you and your opponent. Space management. Lyoto Machida is such a great fighter because he controls distance to the hips. He's not super fast, he's not super strong. His ability to control space is what makes him so good. But I see a lot of people out there who kind of just plod into the punching range and just close their eyes and throw. It seems like a common occurrence these days. So we want to make sure that we're using our footwork to set up openings. I like to grapple, I like to get in tight. I like to get involved in the fight. I don't like playing around on the outside because when you've got small gloves, it only takes one. You can be the greatest boxer in the world, you get hit with one clean shot with an MMA glove, and you're done. I'd rather not play that game. I'd rather not have that option for that guy. I'd rather not get binked and have all my work thrown away because of one lucky shot. I like to work my way inside to either do damage on the fence or get to my takedown. So one of the ways I do that is I use footwork to get in close. I use a method that I like to call being first without being first. I use my footwork. We'll grab a line somewhere on the mat, right? And my footwork is sliding back and forth, right? Real basic. This is my rest position. I'm never going to be plodding. I'm never going to be heavy. But as I'm doing this, I'm not jumping back and forth. I want as little space between my feet and the mat as possible as I move. I'm gliding around like a hockey player on ice. You don't see hockey players picking their feet up and jumping. They need to be centered and low on the ground because they still run into each other. They're not jumping off their skates at people. They're sliding into stuff, sliding back. We want to keep that mentality, that slide, with our footwork. You play with that line is that's the edge of the pocket. Anything inside of that pocket, once I step over the line, that's where I can hit, that's where I can get hit. That's the line we play with. We want to play sliding back and forth, and then we want to be able to get in that line and get out quick. Whether I'm trying to do damage when I'm inside, or I just want to draw them forward. Okay, and that's a big thing that I like to do is I'm trying to draw you forward. I'll land that one and get out. So next time I do it, you try to counter and I'm out. I'm able to counter you then. So that's why I call it, it's the idea of being first without actually being first. I'm not throwing anything, but my feint, my motion forward makes them think I'm throwing. So we'll grab a spot out here, right? And we'll work on that, just gliding. Right? You can even do a little bit back and forth. Make sure that you're mobile. Every once in a while, I want to get that hard step in the danger zone and back out again. I don't want to throw and stay here. That's when I get countered and hit. Let's go grab a spot and start moving around a little bit, warm up. Make sure you're far enough out of range when you switch your feet. You don't want to be too close to that line, yeah. Try to stay on that bike a little bit more, right? I can tell you're pretty athletic. Every once in a while you shut off and you walk, right? Always be on. You're never off. You're always on your horse, right? Don't take a second even to do that. So you're shutting it off a little bit and stepping sometimes. You gotta break that habit, because me, as I read that, that's when I time that and I look for leg kick, I look to enter. Because you're off for a second. Right. Where you feel like you're comfortable because you're fast, you're quick, right? So that, just always be on, always be ready. If you use that as bait, that's a different story. If you're doing this because you're wanting to throw the jab or the side kick or whatever. All right, with the same movement, go ahead and add your strike every once in a while. 1, 2, but back out again. Okay, I don't want to hang out here too long after I've thrown. Sometimes I can step in, step out, and then back in. Right? I'm playing that line. Imagine your opponent in front of you. You want to envision that guy in front of you. You're drawing them into punching range. Make sure you get the neural networks pumping like it's really happening. Right? Don't be passive and just moving around looking at the birds or whatever. Like imagine that opponent in front of you. You're trying to draw them in to counter. Okay? Let's go. You sit a little bit front heavy on that front leg. You realize that? You move a little bit up here. I like to say a little bit more 60-40 on that back leg.
Okay.
Just you look loaded for more power back here than up here. All right, there you go. Working on moving in and out of that danger zone, playing with that line, trying to draw our opponent into a position where we can take advantage of them. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Official John Fitch. Smash that bell so you get notifications every time I put up a new video. Be sure to join the Patreon, patreon.com/JohnFitch, and check out johnfitch.net for all your John Fitch information. Check you later.